Announcing a faster, more comfortable treatment option for hair removal. It's called Solus from Laserscope. What can you expect? Here's Jeff to share his personal experience.
It was very simple. I had somebody actually shaved my back first before we started. And then it was just a matter of just laying down on the table, and they would put the device on the back and tell you, okay, here comes the shot. And it would be like a quick burst of almost heat and like a little snap, and then it would do a shot of cool air, and that was it. And they'd go just in rows across and over and back until it was done. It took 15, 20 minutes and that was over. Afterwards, it feels just maybe a little bit like a sunburn, but not a bad one where you can't touch it and go, like it's gonna fry you, but just one that you know you've been out in the sun. And then about 5 minutes later, for me anyway, I couldn't feel anything. I mean, it was fine. Tell you to put cream on just to make sure it stays okay, but usually after the first day, even after 5 minutes, all my redness that I had went away. So.
The difference is in the large area protected with each shot and the new adjustable cryogen cooling spray. Jeff remembers the old days, the long amount of time it used to take, and the discomfort experienced with other treatment methods.
Yeah, I've had other treatments on my back, the same side of my back, where it was just a smaller area done. They had to use a cream or an antiseptic first, put that all over, let that sit in for 10 or 15 minutes for it to do whatever it does. Then do the same kind of rows, but obviously a lot smaller, so it took a lot longer, a little more painful. And compared to this one where you could do a big area right away, there was no cream that I had to put on. Like I say, they gave me something to put on afterwards just so it wouldn't burn or whatever else, but no preparation other than just shaving the back and going, and then it was done. I would highly recommend it just because, like I said, even the second time through, it was like most of the hair was gone. So even at that point, you're basically done. You just got to go get a few more treatments just to finish it up. But as far as anybody else could see, it's done. And like I say, for the pain that you go through, it's very minor. It's just like a little rubber band snap or something that you get, and a second later it's gone. And then 5 minutes after you're done with the whole treatment, I was fine. So I had no redness, no anything. So I would highly recommend it. And like I said, I used to shave the upper part of my back, and I haven't had to do that at all, and it's completely smooth.
Thanks, Jeff. Mike tells us he too is satisfied with the Solus and would recommend it to his family and friends.
Actually, I've had a couple friends and my brother-in-law ask me about the treatment, and when they originally asked me when I was having it done on my back, I painfully told them the truth that it's going to take time, money, and a lot of endurance because you will feel a lot of pain going through this. Whereas after having my first treatment done with the Solus, I went back to my same brother-in-law and friends and told them the difference was just significant and that I highly recommended giving it a try.
For Brandy's treatment, the provider decided to increase the cryogen cooling spray. This made her treatment much more comfortable.
The doctor is able to make adjustments. If it is too warm or too uncomfortable, burns, stings, you just let him know, and he's able to, cool it down for you and make it more pleasurable treatment. It's great. I recommend it to anybody, and actually, I have let people know about it, and they're way interested in it. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Not all hair follicles are active at the same time, and several treatments every few weeks may be necessary to obtain desired results. Ask your treatment provider about more information on the new, fast, easy, comfortable way to remove unwanted hair. The Solus from Laserscope. You're about to meet Leela, Jan, Kathleen, and Susan. They've all discovered how the Solus from Laserscope is helping to rejuvenate their skin, helping to make their sun-damaged skin smoother and younger looking.
It's the quick flash and then that cool spray is unbelievable. It's painless. I mean, it's kind of fun, and I'm waiting to do more treatments to see the results, the end results. For some reason, people can really tell. They can notice that there is a change in my skin, and they're all inquiring, even at the gym. All the ladies, and I tell them all about this particular machine and how it works, and they're all looking forward to coming in and experiencing this, especially because it is not uncomfortable and very quick.
This is Jan. Brown spots from fun in the sun had to go. Solus was the fast, easy way to younger looking skin.
I am 56. I have 7 children and 11 grandchildren. Honest, I do. And we do a lot of fun things in the sun.
Jan began to notice the brown spots disappearing in only 1 week after her first treatment.
I would say it got darker, and then it started, the brown stuff started coming off, and it started getting lighter, and I would just see it just go. I would say within a week, I had really good results I was very happy with.
With the speed and comfort of the Solus, Leela is ready for a full body rejuvenation.
I love it. I wish it could do my whole body. Oh, absolutely. I would do it in a second. I have dark spots that I hate, and he just told me that he could lighten them up and I could look better, my skin could look more even, and heck yeah, I'm gonna do it. I came in here and he just kind of showed me the areas that were worse than others, and he said that this was what's gonna happen, and it's gonna lighten up my whole skin, and everything is gonna even out from my chest up to my face.
Leela has discovered how safe and easy having a Solus treatment is, thanks to the refreshing mist of the cryogen cooling spray.
I think that right when he does it, it gets to a point where you're going, okay, something's gotta happen, and then the cool. So it's like an instant. It hurts for a second, maybe not even really hurt, but just a burn, and then it cools off really quick. And I was amazed at how unred your face was when he was all done. Like I was red when I got up, but when I got into my car and stuff, I looked, it was like a little sunburn. It's nothing. I was healing in like a day, but the little brown spots were falling off maybe within 3 days, 4 days. And they weren't even bad. It was just like, I don't know, dry skin maybe, and just flick it off. It was wonderful.
Without expensive cosmetic surgery, Susan has found Solus to be her answer to diffuse redness around her cheeks and nose area.
Well, I was very concerned about the broken blood vessels, and it's mainly around my nose and cheeks, this area. And the Solus worked. It cleared it up. Compared to other treatments I've had, this was totally painless. It was wonderful. It was quick. It was like 10 minutes. I was in and out.
Thanks to all of our guests who shared their experiences. Ask your physician to tell you more about how the Solus Intense Pulse Light treatment for your uneven pigmentation and redness might be right for you. Laser Scope Laser Hair Removal. This breakthrough technique is helping people like you to experience the safe, effective, and proven way to remove unwanted body and facial hair.
I think the most important thing was that it worked. I mean, it was real simple. I basically shave the area that's going to be treated, come in, spend an hour and 15 minutes basically taking a nap.
It's just wonderful. I had dark hair, I had to bleach it all the time, I had to go for treatments. And if I add up the time and the money that I've spent over the last 40 years, it's just amazing that in a couple months it's gone.
For Jim and Charlene, the dramatic results brought relief from the old-fashioned ways of removing hair.
I had thought about electrolysis, but that was something that would be too just painful, time-consuming, and expensive, which wasn't very economical in my point of view. And I just decided that for the price and the efficiency, the laser would be the way to go. It's something that gives me more self-confidence, especially since I like spending a lot of time at the beach or at the pool. And it just makes me feel better about myself, and I think you really can't put a price on that.
To minimize any discomfort, the laser tip is equipped with a cooled sapphire window to further cool the surface of the skin, while allowing the laser light to heat the hair follicle beneath the skin. Not all follicles are active at the same time, and several treatments every few weeks are necessary to obtain desired results.
I was self-conscious from the time I was 14 years old. I mean, I just had excessive, I'm Welsh, and they say Welsh women. I don't know where it came from or what. My daughter comes here. I have two daughters. One's very, very fair and never had any problem, and my oldest daughter, who comes here, is in her 30s, has great results. She was so distraught. She had worse facial hair than I did, and she was doing all kinds of things, and she started coming, and within 3 treatments, I mean, she's just totally changed, and it's really devastating when you're female and have facial hair. And we were both like this from the time we were 14, 15 years old. All kinds of bleaches, waxing, spend a fortune and time, you know, and it's gone.
It's great putting on a pair of shorts and going out and not having those little blue veins.
It's an amazing experience. With this laser-scoped laser procedure, you're watching actual treatment footage of unsightly leg veins disappearing this fast, this easy.
It was an in and out procedure, no downtime, and it was just fantastic, just great.
This no downtime, effective, safe, and quick treatment solution is making believers every day.
The little blue veins were very disturbing to me. As a woman, women are very conscious of those sorts of things, and wearing shorts or a bathing suit was a problem because the blue veins seemed to really stand out. So I did some research, and laser scope was a way for me to go. And when I came in to see the doctor, he made me feel very confident that he could remove them. And the pain was very minimal, and the downtime was none, and the results are great.
To learn more about this safe and effective treatment, ask your physician to tell you more about why this remarkable laser procedure could be right for you. These people have received successful treatment using the LaserScope 532 nanometer laser. This green light laser has been FDA cleared for treating facial vein conditions that affect millions of people.
I was just excited that I was doing something about it, so I was mostly just excitement that, okay, wow, now this is going to finally go away. You know, I'm not going to have these veins anymore. There's no pain medication, there's no anesthesia. They just laser the area. It takes 10-15 minutes depending on how, you know, many veins you need to be treated, and then you go on your regular day. You don't miss work or anything.
Initially didn't know that there was anything I could do about it. I thought it was just part of the aging process, and you know, I was stuck with it, and not that it upset me a great deal, but I just was accepting it until my wife pointed out to me that something could be done about it.
Michael did what you're doing right now, learning how lasers can safely and effectively treat facial spider veins quickly and painlessly with no downtime.
Came from work, I had the procedure performed by the doctor, and I returned to work. There was absolutely no inconvenience in any respect involved in the procedure, and I would recommend it highly.
Cindy began noticing spider veins and did something about it. She was very satisfied with her treatment.
I started noticing them about a year ago, and they were sort of they'd get progressively worse and then get better. So I just decided that he could take care of them and I'd give it a try, and instant gratification. So walk out, look in the mirror, and they're gone. So
ask your physician to tell you more about how laser treatments for your facial veins might be right for you. $14 million Americans have rosacea. Symptoms include redness on the cheeks, nose, chin, or forehead, small visible blood vessels on the face, bumps, or pimples on the face. LaserScope has pioneered the development of treating the redness associated with rosacea with laser light energy in the form of a 532 nanometer green light laser.
Rosacea is a condition, a skin condition, which the capillaries come to the surface and they dilate, and then the patient looks flushed. By using the laser, they seal off those capillaries, and therefore, if no blood gets to them, then you don't get flushed and there's no redness involved, so your skin looks nicer.